Thank you very much for stopping by Optimal Personal Development. I appreciate you being here. And today we want to give you just a brief introduction about a full body massage. So what I'm going to do is just do some brief techniques. This is not for professional massage therapists. This is basically for somebody who has never done a massage before. And here's some basic techniques and things that you can do and what I do. Okay, well, just follow me along. If you come around. And first, usually, what we do is I kind of like to make sure that you're in a good frame of mind. So you want to relax, and one way to do that is just to grab a hold of the person on their feet and take some deep breaths. And just try and relax yourself and let all your thoughts, anything negative, just float away. Breathe deeply. Listening to the music, feeling your breath in and out. Okay. And now start with the foot. It's beneficial to use a little bit of oil or lotion so that your hands glide well, no friction on the body part. Here we're just kind of getting things smoothed out. Okay, and on the foot, what I do is usually support with one hand, and I'll take my thumb and just do some circular rotation. Now you try to make everything circular because I think it feels a little better rather than just straight lines. So rather than just moving straight up, which we do sometimes, but really I like to make things circular. And I try to cover the entire foot in about 3 different side, middle, and to the side. And if for some reason your thumb gets tired, you can always just switch to the other side and work it like this. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can use your knuckles. And you want just medium pressure, nothing very hard, but you want it to be not too soft either. Just nice and circular motions, medium pressure. And really just don't think about it too much. Just massage. Try and let everything flow from one thing to the other. When I get up here, I usually use both my thumbs like this. Sometimes I'll come down here and this type of thing, and that usually feels pretty good. You kind of blend everything together. And then I like to, after doing that a few times, like to work on the toes just a little bit. And it's just kind of with your 3 fingers, providing a little pull, some massage with my thumbs, a little rotation. Go to the big toe, and you can see I'm doing with my thumb just some rotation and some pulling and traction. And usually after I spend a little bit of time, I like to blend everything together. Okay, I'm going to move up here and work on the lower leg. Doing this kind of a kneading, a little bit of squeezing and circular motion. And you want to go fairly slow. You want to make sure and not go too fast. So slow and make sure your breathing is nice and relaxed. you can do is use the palm of your hand so your thumb and fingers don't get too tired. Because for a full body massage, use just thumbs and fingers. They will get tired. So you want to switch out what you're massaging with. You can even use your knuckles, and you can see that this is a loose fist. And you're trying to feel the muscle. You can feel it, you see the bone there, so you want to make sure, and as you're massaging, you want to feel the muscle. And make sure and massage every part of it that you can. And then I kind of come down here to the foot. See, this is more of a relaxing thing here whenever I do this. Just kind of blends everything together, and then I come up without really losing contact with. Okay, I suppose all the way up here to the hip. Apply just a little bit more oil. Here, I kind of start out with my heel of my hands just right in here, in this area that I'm putting the pressure with. And of course, if you're at home, you don't necessarily have to have the covers or draping unless a person's cold. If you've got a warm room, you don't have to. And you can also, if you choose, a little oil on your forearm, and see now you can your forearm. And this is a much easier you don't feel like you have to use near as much pressure. So this is nice and easy, circular motions. Nice long gliding strokes. You can also use the loose fist. I kind of like to break it up a little bit because my hands get tired if I just use the same body part to massage with all the time. And again, I always try and go in circles. You can also use a reinforced if you want to go just a little bit deeper, like I'd like to do up here in the hip. Go just a little bit deeper and push in you to feel the tissue. Come up here, you can see in here. I reinforce my fingers with my other hand. That allows you to go deeper with good control. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm just going right around the hip joint, and I'm feeling right around the hip joint and getting all that, the tendons and muscles. And after I've been there a little bit, then I have to come down and blend the whole leg in there together. Underneath, nice and slow. Now, usually I like to do this about 3 times. Each technique about 3 times up and down the leg, the thigh, and then the hip, but really it's up to you. And then after I've got the tissue warmed up a little bit, I come down here, I get a good hold. And let's provide just a little bit of a stretch. Not much, just Just a little. And breathe deeply and relax. And at this point, you could even do a little stretching of the calf muscle here. I think stretching is very important after you've got the tissue warmed up, so it's much more pliable at that time, rather than trying to do it right off the bat. Usually want to try to hold for at least, 20-30 seconds. Okay, and that's it for the leg. Now, of course, usually I do this a little bit longer, but for this purpose, kind of cutting things just a little